Hello, hello, my beautiful Libras. This is your coffee cup reading. Today is Saturday, February 8th. It is a beautiful sunny day here, and that's why it's the camera is a little dark. When the sun shines through this window, it kind of messes with the camera, but I've tried closing the curtains. That doesn't help because the sun still comes in. It's bright because we are covered in white snow out there and it's reflecting. But I want to get this reading out because I've been trying to get it out for a few hours and I keep getting interrupted. I have to put wood on the stove and answer the phone and do all kinds of things. And I really, really want to get this out for you. So we're going to go with it. Hopefully you can see what I see, but if you can't, please trust me. Okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But we are going to go ahead and see what messages are in the cup for you. Yeah, I actually tried to do this. Excuse me. And I had put too much water in, and when I dumped the cup, everything came out, and there was nothing there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll have to start over. So then because I didn't measure the water. I typically know how much coffee grounds and how much water to put in to have it, be able to cling. And so then when I put the coffee in, I put it in this cup. I originally had it in a different teacup, so that may be the reason. I don't know. But you know what? There's no mistake. So there was a reason why it needed to be in this cup for your reading. This is my beautiful birch tree cup. I love it so much. I love birch trees. I just think this cup is beautiful. Okay, Libras, let's dive right in. Please give the video a like so it can get going around YouTube. All right, first thing that jumps out at me is a troll doll. A troll doll. You know how trolls... Oh, yeah, this is going to be hard. Yeah, it just looks like a blob to you, but I can see it. It's a troll doll. You know how they have that, like a bright pink or bright green hair that kind of sticks up off their head? Now, I don't know if this has a significant meaning for some of you, because I don't think I've ever had one of those, but when I was a kid, they were really popular. So I don't know. I'm not getting from Spirit any specific meaning about this troll doll. So you're going to have to figure out if this message is for you or whoever it's for. I don't know why you would get this. I would love it if you would comment and let me know, because it's very... sometimes I get the strangest things and I have no clue why. And the only way that I know if this is hitting and this is resonating is if you let me know. So even if you just put a heart emoji, I'll know, okay, they got something out of the message. All right, thank you. Okay, the very next thing I see is a huge elephant. There's an elephant right here. Its trunk right out in front of him. Big, big elephant. Now, elephants can signify memory, right? Remembrance. Elephants have I don't know whether it's actually true, I've never checked, but supposedly elephants remember everything. They never forget. They never forget. So somebody out there needs to hear that. Either there's something you need to remember or there's something that you remember and you will never forget. Okay, so that's, significant there. Now I see a flying bird. I can see its tail, its wings, its head, even its beak, which is right here. It's kind of above the elephant's trunk. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry you can't see this, but I want to get the messages out. I wish I could make it so you could see it, but I don't. The bird is right there. Wings going up and down, tail out, head heading back towards the elephant. Okay, so I see this flying bird. Now, what does a flying bird signify? It signifies to me freedom, travel. In my animal deck, the Canada goose represents inner knowing. So we have the elephant with memory, and then we have this flying bird, which could be a goose with, migration, travel, intuition, as far as in the card deck. So that's pretty interesting to me. Now, right above that are two other birds that are face down, not face down. They're like dive bombing and that's right here. They're like dive bombing the other bird. Okay. So, if I break that down, what I'm getting from spirit is okay, people are attacking your inner knowing, your intuition, your when you talk about things that you believe, there are people that are you're attacking you for it. They're, dive bombing you, so to speak. So, I'm sorry if that's happening to you. It happens to me too. And it's hard. It's really hard, especially when we know for sure something, some feeling, some red flag, some intuition, some intuitive thing, and you try to tell somebody or explain it, and they're just like rolling their eyes, or like, what are you talking about, or that's nuts, or you're crazy, and or you're evil, or but we're all here to walk our own path. And I think in 2025 it's going to get easier to walk our own path, to talk about things like intuition, psychic events, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, all those things. I believe fully that that is going to be easier to talk about this year. It has been coming for a long time. And we've been told, disclosures started really ramping up. I think it was in 2023 that really things started coming to light, and people started to wake up and think, oh my gosh, Project Blue Book, Project Paperclip, all these things, that have come out, and I think that it's going to get easier, even though some may view 2025 as a more difficult year, especially in the U.S. Looking at the whole picture, okay, I'm not looking at one thing that this president is doing. I'm looking at the whole picture of the world, and disclosure and things coming up. I'm not necessarily saying that 2025 will be a cakewalk for everyone, but on the global scale, on the world scale, I do feel like there are going to be a lot of positives, okay? And I'm not discounting anybody's feelings if they have certain feelings about this presidency, because I know that there are a lot of feelings about it. But it is what it is. We can't change it. This is what we have to work with, okay? So try to be positive about it. All right, so I think that if somebody is dive bombing your reality, your knowing, your truth, that you need to just march on in your truth, okay? Thank you, Spirit. All right, the very next thing I see is a sunrise. I see the sun coming up over the horizon. I think you can see that. The sun being right there, coming up over the horizon. So I see a sunrise. What does that mean? The day is coming. The day is coming. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Okay, the day is breaking. The dawn is breaking. The day is coming. The light is coming. A new day. A new day is here. A new day is dawning. They're just giving me all these different things to say about a sunrise. So that's really, really interesting. And right underneath it, down here, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Down at the bottom is a flashlight, and I see the beam. I see the distinct beam. It's like a V shape coming out of this flashlight. So shining a light on it, shining a light on something. This could be you shining a light on something about you, what you believe, or something that you need to know for yourself. Don't put your head in the sand, I'm hearing. Wow, okay, jeepers creepers. Okay, let me see here. Flashlight beam. Right after that, oh my gosh, this is so weird. Sometimes the things I see, the things they give me, I see right here is it's a witch or a wizard. So I see the hat, I see the body, the head. They're holding a baby. So a witch or wizard holding a baby. What does this mean, Spirit? Oh my gosh. Birth of something new when it comes to your intuition, something that you're going to just have a knowing about, and which we had that inner knowing with the flying bird, if I harken back to the animal oracle. Something new, something completely new is coming in, but it's going to be, you're going to know it by your intuition. It's not going to be like a tangible thing. It's going to be something new that you birth, an idea, a thought, a journal entry, something that you do that comes directly from your inner knowing or your guides. Thank you, Spirit. The very next thing that I see is a 3D panther. I see it as clear as day. It's right here. There's a big like bunch of coffee grounds. And as I look at it straight on, it's a panther walking towards me. I see a black panther walking towards me. Now, what could that possibly mean? In the Animal Oracle deck, the Black Panther, it's a black jaguar, and it's old soul. You're an old soul. I can't remember what the other thing about it is, but it's about inner knowing. So it makes perfect sense that that's following the wizard message, right? Let's see. The next thing I see is like a firecracker going off, and that's right here, Libras. There's like it looks like an old fashioned, like what you see in a cartoon, like a big fat cylindrical firecracker with a big boom at the top of it. So a firecracker going off. What could that be? Firecracker. Big burst of energy. Big somebody that has a firecrackery personality. That could be you. Big burst of energy, though. That's what a firecracker does. You light it and boom, it goes off and sparks and flames and all of that. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, let's see. Firecracker. I kind of see, it's kind of like a long-eared dog. I see a long-eared dog. Now this, like, think about the breed, like an Afghan hound. They have long hair, long ears, very long fur. So I don't know if that means something to anyone. And then right after that is an owl. I distinctly see an owl. I can see the little tufts of hair coming up. I can see the eyes. I can see like the round belly. The dog is over here and the owl is right there. Jeez. Right after the owl, I see a handgun. It's a revolver. I can tell that it's a revolver, like the ones, like a, what do you call those? Like a 6-shooter, like a, where you put the bullets in a barrel that spins. I see that right there. Now that's reminiscent of like the Old West. Like the Old West. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. You can see the handle, and then it's pointing like this way. Revolver, revolving around something, going around and around in circles. I don't know why they're telling me this. They're saying, don't let the gun go off. Oh my gosh, Spirit, don't put me in these kind of positions. Spirit is saying a metaphorical gun, not an actual gun. Okay, so so some of you are in some sort of chaotic thing where it's round and round and round, same conversation over and over and over, and then you're feeling like you're going to have an outburst about it. You're feeling like you're going to lose your patience. You're going to blow your top. You're going to, like that firecracker, okay? And Spirit is saying, keep it under control. Like, decompress, take the bullets out of the barrel. Like, back up, take a breath, count to 10. Don't lose your crap. I'm trying to like not swear. Don't lose it, okay? Don't lose it. All right, we're back to the troll. Okay, so bottom of the cup. I see it's like a dog at a dog show. Actually, I see two. I see like a dog. You know how at the Westminster Abbey or whatever it is, dog show, the dogs will put their legs together. They like stretch, then they put their tail up, and then they do. I see two dogs doing that. I don't know if some of you have show dogs or if there's a dog in your life that maybe the dog is crossed. Maybe you had a dog that liked to pose for pictures or liked to say, look at me, or just would stand there and in its own perfection, I'm hearing. But they're showing me show dogs or show dog. Let's see. I also see a flying dragon, a flying dragon. We just left the year of the green wood dragon, but dragons have a lot of different symbology. I can't pretend to know what it would be for you. Dragons are fire breathing, they're fast, they fly, they're mythical in some respects. I have a guide who's a dragon. And dragons have really come out a lot. In my husband's BQH, Beyond Quantum Hypnosis session that I did, he found out that one of his guides is a green dragon named Elsbeth. And it was really funny because he loves dragons. And one of the first gifts I gave him when we started dating was it's a framed dragon. It's like a Chinese dragon, I think. It's all in blues and greens and whatnot. And he has all kinds of dragon, a jade dragon. He's got dragon, wooden carved dragons. And so dragons can be a lot of different things, right? They can be fairy tales. There's lots of shows about dragons. What was the one that young kid wrote? What was his name? Christopher Paolini? Was that it? He wrote Aragon, right? Anyway, okay, I'm just getting off on too much there about dragons. I see, you're not gonna, this is small. Do you know the Miller High Life label has a crescent moon with a woman sitting on it? She's sort of in a witch costume. I see that here in the bottom of the cup. I don't know if Miller High Life means anything to you, or if the name Miller, maybe that's what they're trying to get across here, is the name Miller, but I definitely see that. I do see a crescent moon. It's not with her, but I got that message, and then I see a crescent moon in the bottom of the cup as well. Okay, that's it for the cup. So we had a lot of, wow, troll, elephant, flashlight, panther. What else was in there? Owl, a long-eared dog, opposing dog. Okay, let's look at your plate and see. Now, right off, there's a horse. You have to be able to see that. Horse's head, horse's tail, feet, or legs, body. A horse. It almost looks like one of those My Little Pony things, but it's a definite horse. It is a definite horse. And then right after that, the horse's tail now turns into a beaver. Oh my gosh, I can see it so distinct. The big flat tail, the body, the head of a beaver. Oh, I forgot. So horses. If it's My Little Pony, it's probably a reference to maybe some of your kids have that. Maybe you had that. It's just a reference to that, letting you know that Spirit sees you, is with you. If it's a horse, horses represent freedom, running, stamina, strength, and compassion. Horses are one of the most compassionate animals towards humans. We've had a long relationship with horses. They carried us in the West. They pulled our wagons. They brought our mail. There have been a lot of famous horses in racehorse history, but also, what is that? But there's a horse that was in the military. Oh, God, I can't think of it. I have the book. There's a movie. There's Black Beauty. There's the Black Stallion. There's just so many horse references. I couldn't even begin to try to tell you what that means for you. So beavers, what do beavers do? Beavers are very methodical in what they do. They cut down trees with their teeth, basically. Hard workers are beavers. They cut the trees down, the saplings down. They get them in their teeth. They haul them through the water. They make their, what is it called? And it's not a hutch. It's oh God. They dam up the water and they make their living quarters that I can't think of. So beaver, hard working, on and on and on and on. It's like you don't, beavers are not like otters. Otters kind of lay around in the water and play and swim, and beavers are work, work, work. So maybe some of you have been working too much. Maybe you need to think about that. The next thing that I see is a music class. Oh my. So I see the conductor or the teacher, and I see many people, and it seems to be, they're showing me stringed, like maybe violins, uh, violas, bass, anything that's played with a string, is what I'm seeing here. Like I see it so distinctly right here. This scene right here is a music conductor, and then the students there with the stringed instruments. That is so cool. So cool. I love this. Please let me know what this means to you. Please let me know what this means to you, because I'm blown away by the messages that my guides and spirit give me. But now up here, they're telling me or saying praying hands, praying hands, praying hands. You probably can't see it a lot, but there's a pair of interlocked hands. So prayer may be important regarding something right now. Oh, they're saying, we hear your prayers, we hear your prayers, we hear your prayers. So some of you, this is the second time that this has come up in a message. I don't remember whose message it was, but our prayers go up to heaven, go up to the universe like beams of light. Whenever we pray for somebody, the beam of light goes up. Now, I can't necessarily say that if you're praying to win the lottery, it's a beam of light, but when we pray with the right intention, it's a beam of light. Now, I'm seeing, some of these messages are so strange. I see a path leading to a tree, specifically maybe an apple tree, some sort of fruit tree, a tree that bears some, I suppose it could be an olive tree, a peach, a pear, an apple, but there is a path leading to a fruit tree. I don't know what that means for some of you, but that's really cool. I love these. I love doing these. These are so amazing and interesting to me. Now I see a huge bird of prey taking flight. And this is not in this is kind of in the shadows here. I see the head, I see the wings outstretched. It could be an owl, it could be a hawk, a falcon, an eagle, a huge bird of prey taking flight. So what does that mean? Did we have, see, I get lost in all these. Did we have the message of, yeah, the birds dive bombing. Okay, so bird of prey taking flight. What is that about? They're very direct. Birds of prey are very instinctual. They know what they're doing. They just live day by day, night by night. They are beautiful. Nobody can say that an owl, a hawk, a falcon, and an eagle aren't beautiful. So a beautiful bird of prey. I don't know what that means. Maybe you've seen a hawk, a falcon, an owl, or an eagle. If you see an owl, that is really, really special. So a lot of times we can hear them, we don't see them. So if you've seen a bird of prey, that's just another message that your ancestors and guides are letting you know that they see you. Okay? I see a pail being emptied. Here is a pail, and it's being emptied. Everything is coming out of it. I don't know why I had to do that noise. That was kind of weird, Lisa. A pail or a bucket being emptied. A bucket being emptied. So what is that? That can be where your energy is drained. You're giving too much. You're not keeping anything for yourself. You're getting emptied out. You're doing too much. You're overdoing, overworking, overgiving. Okay, Libras? So you need to, I know you like balance and you don't like to say no, but sometimes you have to say no. That's just the way it is. So be careful about overdoing things, right? Be careful about overdoing things or over giving. Okay. All right, let's look at the center of the plate. There's a lot of little grounds in there, but let me see. I see another posing dog. Oh my God, this is so distinct to me. I can see the legs, the tail, the head, the dog just standing there in a pose, a posing dog. Posing dog. What could that message be? I'm not getting anything. All I'm getting about these dogs is that if you have a dog in spirit, they're probably around you. But specifically a dog that would be like a show dog type dog. A fancy dog, a dog with like long hair, or a standard poodle, or something of that nature that kind of poses. They stand there. The other way that can be taken is a hunting dog, like a pointer, because they stand statue still when they sense something. Maybe some of you are hunters and you have that kind of dog, or you had a dog like that that's watching over you. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm saying that. Okay. I also see the symbol of the fleur-de-lis. And we had that before, but I think it was weeks ago. And I looked it up to see the meaning, and God knows I can't remember it now. So fleur-de-lis. The only thing that a fleur-de-lis means to me is to do with Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, because I was a scout leader. I was a day camp director. So when I see a fleur-de-lis, it reminds me of Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, scouting in general. That is the symbol of the Boy Scouts of America. So I don't know if that means something to you. Do you have a child who's going into the Boy Scouts, or do you work for the Boy Scout? I don't know. It's something to do with Boy Scouts, is what I'm getting here. Okay. I see, this is really, really tiny, but I see Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse head, just the head and the ears of Mickey Mouse. Maybe some of you are planning a trip to Disney, possibly. And I see a sandpiper. They just, right here. If you don't know what a sandpiper is, you probably don't live near the beach. This is a sandpiper is a gray and white bird that runs really fast along the beach, and they have kind of a long pointy beak, and I don't know what they're picking up, food, I guess, I don't know, snails, plankton, I don't know. A sandpiper. All right. We're back at the horse. Let me just see if anything else jumps out before we put this down. Wow, this is almost 30 minutes. Wow, Libra, there was a lot of messages here. A lot of messages here. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, so let's get you some... let's get coffee grounds. Let's get you some trinkets. Let's get a few trinkets to go along. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. They flew right out immediately. Almost. I just kind of mix them up. If one feels warm or hot, or, you know, they want me to pick it up, then I do. Okay. Okay, music is definitely a theme. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you have the music note and the guitar. Remember how we saw that music class? I said it was a stringed instrument that you play with. I didn't even say it, but you play with a bow, right? But here you have a guitar and a music note. Music must be really important to you at this time right now. That's all I can think of. You have the key. The key. What is the key? What is the key? Love is the key, right? But here's a key. The key can mean anything to you. I don't know. It's an old-fashioned, this is like a skeleton key type key. Maybe that means something to you. It means something to me. I have a whole collection of my grandparents' keys. So if that were to come up for me, then I would say, oh, it's my grandparents. Then you have the word love. And this is like the old, like the hippie in the 60s, the L, then the heart, then the V, then the E. Love, love, love. Love is important. And then you have a heart that says love. Love. Oh, love is the key, right? Love is the key. The word love is on that heart. I love that. Love it. I love it. And then you have peace. What did I just say? I was just talking about the hippie, the way, love and peace. These remind me so much of the 60s, guys. The peace symbol and the way that love word is written reminds me, it's so 60s. Oh my goodness gracious. And what are the words that came out? Fearless. That has come out over and over again. Fearless and protected. You are protected. You are fearless and you are protected. You are fearless and you are protected, my Libras. All right, I'm going to end with an animal oracle card just because I love to do it. I love to honor my guides, Justin and Landau the Hawk. They connect me with past lives, medieval times, and animals. So I love to end with a beautiful animal oracle card. Okay, I think this is one of the longest ones I've ever done of this. Now I've got to get dressed and go get groceries. I wish I could just stay here and do this all day. This is my preferred thing to do. Connect with all of you, bring the readings through, talk to my guides. I love it. But I still have to do the 3D physical world things, unfortunately. What is the animal oracle that you would like to show my Libras today? Wow, okay. Is that it? Yeah. Oh my gosh, they gave you 3 cards. Libras. Cat. Independent. The cat charm didn't come out for you, but it's come out for almost everybody else, and you got a cat. Cats are around, right? You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. This is similar to a whoever needs this message reading. It was about that. So you may want to check that out. Frog prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. New day, remember the sunrise? Abundance and good fortune await you. Beautiful. And then you have Coyote, revealer of truth. Oh my. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Yeah. So be mindful, careful of who you align yourself with, who you hang out with, who you look up to. Okay, Libras? Thank you so much for tuning in. I so appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed and you like my style of reading, please do subscribe and help my little channel to grow. The best thing you can do right now is give it a like or a comment. Thank you so much. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.